At first, it didn't look like a building, just a dark mass rising from the ocean floor. But as the diver approached, straight lines began to appear. Glass, concrete, steel. This was not a natural formation. It was architecture, an unfinished shopping mall, resting silently beneath the ocean. The facade was incomplete. Several glass panels had never been installed. Steel frames were still exposed, and the name, whatever it was meant to be, remained half-assembled. Large letters hung loosely from the upper structure. Some were missing entirely. It was clear this place had never opened. No grand opening, no customers, no lights, no music, just concrete and water. The entrance doors were broken, not shattered by force, simply never fully mounted. A faded banner floated gently in the current. Opening soon. The words felt almost surreal. Opening. Soon. But soon never came. Inside, the floor was covered in sand. Tile patterns had been marked but not completed. Electrical conduits ran along unfinished walls. Exposed wiring suggested construction had stopped abruptly. No signs of fire, no visible explosion damage, just abandonment. The main atrium opened above the diver like a cathedral of concrete. Scaffolding still stood in place. Metal beams crossed overhead. The space was massive, designed for crowds that never arrived. Light filtered down from broken ceiling panels. Suspended particles drifted slowly in the beam of the diver's flashlight. It was eerily clean, too clean for something lost for years. An unfinished escalator stood frozen in place, its metal skeleton exposed. The steps had never been installed. It led to an upper level that appeared untouched. No signage, no storefront branding, only empty spaces waiting to be filled. Inside one store, cardboard boxes were stacked neatly, unopened, labels still visible beneath marine growth. Plastic-wrapped mannequins stood in a corner. They had never displayed clothing. They had never faced a customer. One mannequin leaned slightly to the side. The diver paused. Was it always like that, or had the water shifted it? There was no way to know. The elevator shaft was empty. No cabin installed, just a vertical drop into darkness. The diver's flashlight revealed no movement below, just depth and silence. Further inside, the diver entered what appeared to be a generator room. Large machinery sat in place but disconnected. No fuel lines attached, no operational wiring. Construction had progressed, but not finished. Why would such a massive project stop so suddenly? Financial collapse, regulatory issue, structural instability, or something else? The underground parking level was expansive. Concrete pillars extended in symmetrical rows. Parking lines had been painted, but no vehicles had ever parked here, except one. A small construction vehicle skeleton rested near a column. Its windows were intact, doors closed, as if the workers had left, expecting to return. Then came something harder to explain. At the far end of a corridor, a darker patch of shadow lingered. The diver's light did not fully penetrate it. When the beam moved, the shape seemed to shift, just slightly. It could have been debris, it could have been sediment, or it could have been something living. The diver did not approach, not yet. Returning to the atrium, the diver aimed the light back at the mannequin. It seemed different, not dramatically, but subtly. Its head tilted slightly more than before. Perhaps the water pressure had adjusted its position. Perhaps the current had nudged it. Or perhaps it had never been perfectly still. The grand opening banner hung loosely from the upper level. The date printed beneath the slogan was faded beyond recognition. No official records exist of a shopping mall project in this exact location. No archived construction plans match this scale. No news articles mention a submerged development. And yet, here it stands, complete in structure, incomplete in purpose. An unfinished place is different from an abandoned one. An abandoned mall once held life, footsteps, voices, memories. But this mall never experienced any of that. It was built to host thousands. It ended up hosting nothing but silence. The diver took one final look across the atrium. Concrete pillars disappearing into blue darkness. Steel beams corroding slowly. Plastic banners drifting in the current. A project frozen before its first day. As the diver swam toward the exit, the structure faded into shadow. The mall remains below, untouched, unclaimed, unexplained, and perhaps unfinished for a reason. The ocean hides many things, but sometimes what it reveals is more unsettling than what it keeps.